Hello, my dear friends. Today I will talk with you about the performance and the term of belly dancing. But before I start, let us confirm and agree that belly dancing and Oriental dance close to each other, but there is a little thin hair between both, which lead people and dancers all over the world believe that both are one type of dance. In fact, we cannot perform our Oriental dancing without some steps of belly dancing, and vice versa. If you agree with me in this point, hit the like button below and write me your comment. If it is not, write me also your comment. Then, let us start the video. There are a lot of videos on YouTube indicated that the origin of belly dancing is Egypt. But if we concentrate well, we will find it in India, China, and Levant area, which it means it is in many places all over the world. We haven't any evidence throughout the history about the origin of belly dancing, by the way. Human bodies are the same everywhere all over the world, and the kinetic performance as well. But the meaning behind the steps can be changing, depends on the culture. The most important parts of the body in belly dancing are the torso and chest. So the belly dancers concentrating on them all the time during their performance. So for this reason you can find a lot of waist and chest shaking. By the way, the origin of waist shaking is Africa, especially North Africa, and the origin of chest shaking is Levant area, which it means Asia. The Oriental dancers were very clever when they used both of them while their performance. In Egypt, we haven't any type of folk dance belongs to the belly part of the body, and we using all the body parts through our or during our performance. But we had a very old theatrical type of dance since long time was using the belly. It is about a group of silly people around or silly group around the sultan. They were men and they were collecting the money from the Egyptians until their belly became big. Egyptians are very famous for play with words in their lifestyle talking. This behavior can be very clear in the riddles as a type of folk dancing, which influenced their kinetic performance. You can see this reflection in their dancing, especially in solo kinetic performance. This behavior became a phenomenon in the collective thought within the Egyptian society as well. Another phenomenon, most of you saw it, but no one mentioned or analyzed it. Egyptians in their mentality loves to act as one and only, except some sectors such as army, some of the handcrafts, and during the disasters. We have had this performance for a long time, and our kinetic performance, especially dance, exposes us, such as Oriental dancers and belly dancers never dance in a couple or a group, but solo. Don't forget this behavior because later you will understand the main point of it. In 19th century were two famous dance groups in Egypt, the Gawazi family and the Gypsy tribes. The Egyptians men loved very much to watch them, but was very big problem for their women who were jealous onto their men. This phenomenon led the popular Egyptian women to dance inside their houses for their men. And also this phenomenon helped the belly dance to appear later in the Egyptian society. Women were using the melayalaf, the stick or cane, the cymbals as a tools during their performance. By the way, my next video will be about the melayalaf. So if this is the first time watching this video or this is the first time visiting the channel, make sure you click the subscribe button below and hit the bell to receive my next video. We have two stories for the appearing of belly dancing term. The first story is about the French campaign, 1789, when they entered Egypt and watched the Gawazi dancing in the streets. then they mentioned this term. The second story is about the Orientalists who they came later and watched the dancers in the streets, same as the first story. Then they carved this term. As I explained in the belly dancing introduction video, this term carved through the imagination resulting from the image that kept inside the minds of the Orientalists. Also, there was a big mistake from the French scholars when they analyzed the Gawazi's performance as a pornographic performance, which led the Orientalists and later some of the researchers to the same mistake. Also written in Wikipedia that there were belly dancers in the Expo in Paris around 1893. This time was Abbas Helmi the Khedive. As I explained to you before, there were two dance groups in Egypt, the Gawazi family and Gypsy tribes. In addition, the Awalim phenomenon. In this time also there were a lot of famous names, dancers in Egypt, such as Shouk and Shafiq al-Qibtiyya. So I have some questions. Who are these belly dancers? What type of performance they performed over there? How many times during the day they performed over there? What type of costumes they wore? Why they didn't mention their names or their type of performance they did or they performed in Paris after they came back again to Egypt? If you still remember my explanation about the solo dance in the Egyptian behavior section in this video, I doubt that there was a solo dance over there in this expo regarding to this behavior and this phenomenon from the Egyptians. Also, I see these belly dancers, they were from the popular dancers in Egypt, such as Gawazi dancers, or maybe Gawazi family, or maybe Gypsy tribes. Because we haven't any names from them or about them until now. I will leave all these questions for you and I'll be waiting for your answers. This was my video for today, which I hope you like it, and of course I will be waiting for your comments or your questions. Thank you very much and see you very soon again in my next video. They Milaya Laf.